Hello, my friends. Welcome back and thanks for stopping in. I hope you guys are having a great day wherever you're at and whatever you're doing. I hope you are thriving and striving, and I hope you are loving yourself and the people you are with, because that is what it is all about. Spread that love around, man. No hate, just love. Guys, today, like I said in the last review, we're going to be talking about the remake of The Running Man. Before we get into it, though, hit that like and subscribe button for me. Man, I got a chance to check this out over the Thanksgiving holidays with my oldest son. As you heard in the last review, we checked out the original with Arnold Schwarzenegger first at home before we went and checked this one out. Now, complete transparency, I have never read the book, the short story, whatever The Running Man is based on. I have never read it at all. It is purely... only reference I have is the Arnold Schwarzenegger version. That being said, I do have a few good friends who are big diehard Stephen King fans who have read the original story, and they said, after watching this, that this was more closely related. It was more accurate to the actual source material from the book. So in this one, whereas in the original one, we saw Arnold Schwarzenegger refuse to kill some civilians, and so they put him in jail. In this one, it is more closely related to the book in that Ben Richards is trying to find medicine and necessities for his family. And in the process of that, he winds up trying out for a bunch of different shows, a bunch of different, new game shows in this dystopian future. And he's trying to get on the ones that aren't necessarily life-threatening. He's trying to get on the ones where, you pick the right answer to something, or if you fail, you get like an electrical shock and they dump you in water and then put you on the street kind of thing, but you win some money. He wasn't trying to get on The Running Man. But he winds up getting on there, and then, they tell him, hey, we're gonna take care of your family while you're on The Running Man. We're gonna put them in housing. We're gonna give them medicine. We're gonna make sure they're safe and warm and all this good stuff. You just gotta last 30 days, which is another big difference from the Arnold Schwarzenegger one. I don't think there's really ever established a time limit per se. I think it's just like survive. It's not really like timed. Whereas this one is more like a game. It's like the Great Race with guns. And I really enjoyed this. I think Glenn Powell did an excellent job. This new generation of action heroes look nothing like our generation, my generation, with, Sly Stallone, Arnold Schwarzenegger, I hate to say it, Steven Seagal, Jean-Claude Van Damme, guys that actually look like action heroes. Glenn Powell, while he is a very lean and muscular man, he doesn't have that, he just doesn't have an action star presence to him. He doesn't feel like a badass. He doesn't feel like he's on the edge at all. He's just kind of goofy and silly. And I think that kind of detracts from the movie just a little bit because, he's very much very intense in the moments that he needs to be intense, but the other times it's almost like he's cracking jokes or making light of situations, and I don't particularly dig that. Again, that's just me. I like the supporting cast. In this one, we don't have scummy Richard Dawson. We have scummy Josh Brolin. And let me tell you this, guys. Josh Brolin does a great job of playing this scumbag, piece of trash, talk show host villain. He's just got that crap-eating grin. He's got the, he talks around situations. He never addresses it, completely. Sorry, guys, I thought I heard a noise somewhere. It is just, he does so well in this role of the scummy talk show host. I'll just put it that way. And I think Glenn Powell and him have very good chemistry. But one of my favorite characters in the whole film is the host of The Running Man, the guy who plays Strand in Fear the Walking Dead. I don't remember his name, but he was great as the talk show host. He reminded me of like Stanley Tucci from The Hunger Games. He was very flamboyant, boisterous. He made the interactions even better between Brolin and Powell. So, Richard still gets his companions, Laughlin and those other guys. But where they're like a crew in the first film, this is, I guess, more accurate to the book, where they're just 3 contestants trying to survive for 30 days. They're not together. They're not trying to overthrow some, clandestine organization or anything like that, similar to the first one. They're just, 3 contestants trying to live. Each one of them have their own personality traits, which we also did not see in the original. Excuse me, guys. But that, in and of itself, makes the film, to me, it makes it more accessible because there's more explained. But one of the complaints that my son had, and I will give this, complete validity, is they don't spend enough time focusing on Ben Richards' relationship with his family. My son complained that there was no emotional hook to make me care if he saved his family or not, because they didn't develop those characters. Now, maybe they're just kind of superfluous characters to just kind of kick it off and get it started, and we're not supposed to know much about them. But I agree. There should have been a little more of an emotional hook to be like, man, I really hope this guy wins, instead of just, oh, he's trying to save his wife and kid. That's pretty cliche. That's a trope, But overall, I enjoyed the film. Did I enjoy it as much as Arnold Schwarzenegger's version? No. But I think that it definitely has its merits. I think that it is a very good remake adaptation, of the original source material from the novel. Though I've never read it, from what I understand, it is a lot closer to it than the original one was. But I think that this one has, it has better action and a more a well-told story. The story is told much better in this film than it is in the original Arnold film. This has a very chronological story. It has ups and downs. It's very well written. It's directed by Edgar Wright, and he directed Last Night in Soho. He's directed Shaun of the Dead, At World's End, Hot Fuzz. He really, Baby Driver. He is a talented director, and I think he did a phenomenal job of directing this. I just think that perhaps there could have been, tweaks here and there to engage the audience more. But overall, I really enjoyed this. I highly recommend it. If you guys can check out the original one streaming over on Paramount Plus first, and then check this one out, I would recommend that as well, because it really does show you the differences in the way that the same story can be told. And I just really dug that, guys. So that's it for the remake of The Running Man from 2025. I'm going to give it 2 thumbs up. It is a fun movie. I highly recommend you guys seeing it. And hit that like and subscribe button for me on the way out, guys. I'm going to keep making them as long as you keep watching them. Peace out. God bless you, and I will see you soon.